What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Stardust here. Welcome to a brand new video, and today we are talking about the rumored multiplayer Marvel game coming exclusively to the PlayStation 5. I'll be using the Murphy's Multiverse article as a backdrop for this while I talk about it. It was wrote by my great friend. Sorry, it was written. I've done that problem before. I recorded this earlier, and I made that same mistake as well. I said, like, he wrote it. He he did write it. He wrote it. He had written this. Okay, anyway, moving on. Marvel Games has been busy expanding with recent announcements from Insomniac's Spider-Man sequel and even a brand new Wolverine game. 2K has been busy working on tactical RPG The Midnight Suns, and Square Enix continues development on Avengers and Guardians of the Galaxy's upcoming release. It looks like they might even have more in store, as a new rumor is hinting at a Marvel-based multiplayer game being in some form of development. The news comes from the latest episode of the Xbox Era podcast, where co-host Nick Baker teased a potential multiplayer game based on Marvel. The only thing he was able to tease is that it's going to be exclusive release for the PlayStation 5, and of course, due to Insomniac's history, theories are pointing to them developing the project, but Sony has a long list of companies and such that could tackle such a project. Now, my thoughts on this, alright, is that it's literally one of those scenarios where I am so excited to see exactly, where this goes, right? I'm really excited to sort of see, the potential of this multiplayer experience. I'm really excited to see sort of what it could entail, right? Because Insomniac a while back posted some listings on their Twitter, right? Talking about oh, we need you if you're a story designer, if you know how to make multiplayer games, stuff like that. That was quite a while back, but my theory is that that probably is Insomniac, right? Because people might think, well, that wasn't that long ago they posted that. But if it's exclusive for PlayStation 5, there's a very good chance we're not going to be seeing this game even a trailer for the next couple of years. And I think that's just a fact. Could it be X-Men to tie into Wolverine if it is Insomniac? Could it be an entirely different development team? Again, these are questions that can just be shown at any point. I do believe that doing some form of X-Men game or something like that to tie into Wolverine would be pretty sweet, because then what you're doing is you're kind of giving Wolverine kind of on the same par, because you're giving them that team experience, and then maybe that X-Men game can explain why the Wolverine game happens, or vice versa. There are definitely ways of doing it, you know what I mean? Because you could do a Fantastic Four team up or something like that, maybe Defenders, you know what I mean? Because that makes a lot of sense in the Insomniac world. They're very street level at the moment, right? But yeah, no, it could be a majority of things. I doubt that they're gonna go to a mental, a complete move away from what they're good at if it is Insomniac. But I would imagine the emphasis on it being a multiplayer game means that it isn't going to be one of those games that, oh, you could play solo, you could play multiplayer. It's kind of designed to be multiplayer, if you know what I mean. And it's going to be an interesting one. The thing that I worry about with Insomniac is that they have smashed it so much with all the games that they are making recently, that a multiplayer game, say it's a live service, right? The horrible two words. I don't want them to sort of give themselves almost too much to handle, unless, of course, Sony is obviously stacking on the the team, you know what I mean, growing them, helping them out and stuff like that. It's very possible, it's something that could definitely happen, and I would really like that. Really quick, I noticed how I said PlayStation 5, and then all of a sudden all the adverts were on PlayStation 5. That's pretty fun. That's weird. That's really weird. Anyway, but yeah, no, so let me know what you guys think about this. Let me know if this is something that you are all quite interested in. I think that it's definitely a wait and see situation, because we could be totally wrong. I predicted in the failed attempt I did earlier that this could even be NetherRealm, right? Could this be a NetherRealm situation where maybe they did a deal to do a Marvel Injustice style thing, but exclusively on the PlayStation 5. So it could be a multiplayer fighting game, perhaps. Maybe that's something on their books. But that's a very out there theory. I doubt that's going to come into place. But you guys can let me know in the comments down below, and that's the best thing about it. So I will link this article down there if you want to give it a full read, and I will also link the Insomniac listings and stuff like that. Let me know what you guys think, and I will see you all later. Peace.